For those of you who don't know, my name is Kirk Freeman from American Realty Capital. And I've been a NexGen customer for 2 years now. We needed to evaluate a new platform. We were on Dell EqualLogic. We had some really high disk latency. We were outgrowing the platform. We were putting in VDI. Also, we were going to be doubling our infrastructure size due to some acquisition that the company had. So we were doubling the number of employees, and we were calculating that we're going to need about double the number of resources. So due to those, we decided that we needed a new platform. So we decided upon some criteria as to what we were going to judge all of the other SAN vendors, against this set of criteria. The criteria was performance was the number one factor that we were looking for. We were also looking for cost effective. We were looking for scalable. We were looking for flexibility. We were looking for ease of administration. And we were looking for resiliency. And we were also looking for security. Not really, but yeah, it's always in there. So, judging against these criteria, we evaluated a lot of vendors in the hybrid flash arena, and we came to find that NexGen was the right SAN for us due to the following reasons. Performance, they put the flash on the PCIe bus, so there's no storage controller bottleneck. So you basically don't limit the flash in any way. So the unit that we purchased was capable of 150,000 IOPS. Also, it uses an active controller. So you had both controllers at the same time delivering performance, which also was very beneficial. Cost effective. It's a hybrid flash array. So a lot of the storage is just on the spinning disk with the flash for just the cache, read and write cache. The pricing was very competitive in the hybrid flash market. We were looking for scalable. Could we purchase this platform and stay with it for 3 to 5 years? It's capable of expanding to 192 terabytes per head unit. So you do that with capacity packs. They come in 48 terabyte capacity packs, SAS connected. And then also you can also scale your performance. So you can do that. So if you're running into performance bottlenecks, you can add additional performance packs as well. So you increase your amount of read cache. Flexibility. We like to think that we know what our workloads are, but a lot of times they change on us and we don't really know. So what might be a tier 1 app today might not be tomorrow, and we needed something that we could actually dynamically change due to consumption patterns. So Exchange might be your tier 1 app today, but maybe end of quarter you're going to have a bunch of queries. You might be doing some end of quarter reports. You might want to put your SQL server up into that highest tier where it's getting the best performance. So flexibility was a big deal for us as well. And NexGen handles that with QoS. It gives you the ability to click of a button, change tiers. So you literally, through a very intuitive interface, you hit a drop down. This is tier 1, I want this to be tier 3. Immediately, it'll start dropping some of those things from the read cache and start populating that data with the data that you're putting up in the higher tiers. Ease of administration. There's not many of us as engineers for my company. We needed something that didn't really require much training. As long as you had some basic experience with a SAN, iSCSI, very intuitive, very straightforward. It's a web interface. No plugins necessary. It's very easy to administer, very intuitive. Resiliency, most of the SANs are going to cover this, but are you going to tolerate disk failure? Obviously, can you tolerate a switch failure? Yeah, you can do that too. And it's an active controller, but there's still no perceptible downtime if you lose a controller. It flips all the owners to the next storage processor. We've actively replaced the cards to upgrade the flash in each controller. Zero perceptible downtime to the users. And then security. It's always important to keep your stuff secure. So after learning all about the NexGen and what it had to offer, we decided to choose that as our platform for the next 3 to 5 years. So we purchased it, and then the next phase in the process was installation. I've worked with other SANs. A lot of times they just ship it to you. Walk through their guidelines, their best practices, get it installed. NexGen sends an engineer out to you. So an engineer came out, helped get it configured, told you all the tricks of the trade, what to look out for, how to most effectively administer the SAN. So we really enjoyed that about the installation process. And as far as support goes, the support's been great. It's a small team of guys. Every time you call in, you probably know one of the names of the people that you're calling in. It's great support. They really, it's not a prove us wrong kind of an issue. It's more like what can we do to help you. So I've really liked that from the support perspective. And outside of that, I guess I really would like to say that the QoS feature has been a little bit of a lifesaver, kind of in the last 2 years. There have been a number of times where we've run into performance issues, and we're able to just do some tweaking, taking a look at what your I/O workloads are on various LUNs, tweaking a little bit, moving stuff up depending on workload. It's really been a tremendous asset for us. So I think that's kind of a differentiator for this platform, and something that we've definitely taken big advantage of. That's pretty much it for my presentation. Do you guys have any questions?